It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Watson off play action. And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Second and 10. And Pickett going to move his guys around.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good Steeler players will never go back in the game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over the 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Browns at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Watson looks to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. That is caught.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Open net is Waddle, complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. With Harris out of the shotgun.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut him down on that attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw is Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hodgins in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. Shifts by him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Boys, you got this. Just play like a team.
Here's a give to Samuel. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And this time he is in. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Pickett back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Third and 2, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll throw again with Pickett. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll start the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here now a third down and 8. Pickett. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Option right, Pickett going to run with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
try the right side with Harris. And now off to the races, down the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Steelers 31, Browns 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Hodgins in motion. Fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7.
this down only to about the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Pickett sets up play action.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Guys.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now run straight ahead with 1.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Harris is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Pick it now, 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Watson.
And that one complete to Hodgins. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Isaiah Hodgins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On the give, it's Warren.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Warren. Touchdown. Pittsburgh.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'll give it to Samuel.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 8. A handoff for Samuel.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is Samuel. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.